everybody, my name is Cheyenne and today I'm going to be talking about cholera. I will be doing this presentation with Courtney LaRoque and Christopher Babb. Let me go ahead and pull up the presentation. So cholera's scientific name is Vibrio cholerae, and here's a picture of it. So today I'm going to be talking about the etiology as well as the reservoir for cholera, and Courtney then will start after me with signs and symptoms. So etiology just kind of describes the disease itself. The actual definition is the cause, set of causes, or manner of causation of a disease or condition. So this just kind of describes cholera. So cholera is gram-negative. We learned in class about gram-negative staining, gram staining itself, which is the process of staining bacteria with a crystal violet stain, then using an alcohol solution on it, and then counterstaining it with safranin or fuchsin. When you do the staining, if it is gram-negative, the bacteria will be red or pink in color. If it is a gram-positive bacteria, it will be crystal violet. This is because the cell walls of the bacteria or virus have what's called peptidoglycan, which consists of amino acids and cellulose sugars. And peptidoglycan actually holds the crystal violet stain very well. And that's how you can tell that it's gram-positive, which means it has a lot of peptidoglycan. Because cholera has a thin peptidoglycan layer, when you stain it, it holds that red and pink color better than the violet. And there's a picture of cholera actually stained. So morphology, the definition is the branch of biology that deals with the form of living organisms and the relationship of their structures. So cholera is actually what's called vibrio, which means it's like the shape of a curved rod or like a comma. And here's a better image of that where you can see that comma shape, and that's actually cholera as well. Cholera is motile, or motile, however you want to say it, because it has a flagella on the end of it. The flagella actually helps the cholera to live in the environment that is chosen, which is actually water. So that's obviously going to help it be able to move around and to produce and move around and find better places suitable to living with their flagella. Some unique structures of cholera include their pili. So that, as you can see in the picture on the left is cholera, and then on the right you can see that pili. And the pili actually helps to colonize the toxin that it produces. It produces a cholera toxin, which is like a protein, and that is actually what causes the symptoms of cholera itself. And that toxin will be colonized in the small intestine of the host, and that's what causes symptoms like diarrhea. It is a non-enveloped bacteria. Obviously, it is not an animal cell, so it doesn't have a need for an envelope. Vibrio cholerae has DNA inside of it, and I thought this picture was really cool because you can see the pili on it super well, and you can actually see that colonized group of DNA inside of that nuclei in there. And that's the purple and pink structures that you're seeing. And it has about 4 million base pairs of DNA. It has a lot of genetic information to help it replicate and to take the genetic information of the host as well. So like I said, the reservoir that cholera has chosen is water. It's actually shared when an affected host, because in a lot of third world countries, the sewage and things are not really developed. And so humans will actually use the restroom near bodies of water, whichever, and it'll travel. And once it is in the water, when humans digest that water that has been mixed with feces, that's what causes the person to become infected. And so that's a really good way for cholera to live. It's actually kind of interesting. It seems kind of smart to say, oh, hey, if I live in a human and then I'm released in the human this way, then I can get back in the human through their water source. So I thought that was very interesting. So again, that is the etiology and reservoir of Vibrio cholerae. So next up, we're going to be hearing from Courtney, and she's going to start talking about signs and symptoms.